What's going on, mateys? This is Discovery Scouts of Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. I'm on level 18 today. I'm doing as Pirates of the Caribbean Tides of War. So, continue now. We're building to them fields, lumber mills, and silver mines, and we're doing the NAS at about the 7 lumber mills. I got one silver mine. So I got some eight. I got 6 more to go. The 17 to for the farm fields. So we're doing now set about very interesting set about 18 of them as depot storehouse. We got 17 more. We got lighthouse, gate fortress, and tavern, forge, healing's hut, pirate treats, Lord's collections, prison camp, weapon and cannon dock, weapon and cannon workshop, dock and pub and shipyard, then crow nesting, and the cave of treasure. So we're doing about 3, 4 as 1, as 5. We got 7 and 8. I got 10 and 12 for 13. I got 16 more to go. So we right. I got 16 more to go. I got 18, 20. I got 22 more to go. So we actually I have a bell silver for you guys. So I have a level 4 lumbers island and 5 silvers and 8 of the fields. So I got 15 minute speed up today. So we got I'm gonna have to 15 minute. I got 90% for the coins. Let's takes about 14 minutes. After you more to go. So that's gonna buy some the more to go for the 90-minute speed to 1 hour for the greenish. So much excited to see. I got 8 hours to 4 to go. I got 215 clocks to 1 hours. I got 30 minute 368, 15 minutes 81. I got 5 minutes 1036. So I got essence of the sea, used it for level up and unique ships, used it about have a get it from collection, daily quest rewards to the daily rewards at 2,531 more. I got sold this blacksmith. I got 6 on the left, and I got bloody coin. Used to have it the pirate. Used to have it the pirate blood was to the EITC eliminated pirate territory. And I got salvage kit. Used it for the sunken ships. And I got privateer's license. I got first and second class as privateer license, and third class. And there's a legend mark as first, second, and third. You see about returns. You see the select to the fleet, returning to a territory, which is to change out for the battles. I usually have purple here. I got 100% stamina, and 50 as blues recoveries for the staminas, and 30 minute. I got 30 staminas. I got 10. I got 24 hours collection speed up, and increases to 8 hours. I used to have about 787 more to about pirate tier up tickets, about 5 shots in 983, and those 3,105, 1,971 as a swordsman. I got Botswana, 1,173, and ship with the tile. Used it about transform the galleons. Probably right now don't have any ships right now. It's also the free, and I usually have transform into Carvarana So I have Pirates Treaty, used to written from a piece of shield. So between pirates, used to 15,000 breads. I got Premier Territory move ticket and move tickets on the bluest territory. And I got 8-hour peace shields and 24 hours. And I got Road to Prosperity to the missions. So you can reach it about Fortress of level 19. You also have 47,586 woods and 5 second-class privateer selection and the 5 letters of mark. And I usually got the monster slayers on the ship. I usually for the galleons thing feel usually upgraded for now. So I already completed the flutes and the 5 powerful. So monster slayers, scale shipwrights, refurbishment, and firepowers, cabin, armor, durabilities, upgraded points, and unique upgraded points to ships, and fleet cabins, fleet durabilities, and bomb vessel means one of the frigates becoming out about the bomb vessels to nautical charge, co-repairs, a bomb vessel refurbishment, and firepowers, vessel cabin, vessel armor, vessel durabilities, firepowers, upgraded points, fleet armors, unique ships, great upgraded points, and a frigate, navigations, shipbuildings, and the frigate with refurbishment, and firepowers, cabins, armor durabilities, and fleet durability, cabin, ship upgraded points, unit upgraded points, and heavy galleons. The most full about those monster slayers. Still, I have a 5. I got scale shipwrights, refurbishments, and firepowers. That's 12 cabins, armor, durability, fleet firepowers, upgraded points, fleet armors, and unit ship upgraded points. And the ship of the line is also to have those about the warships. We got nautical charts, car repairs, refurbishment, firepowers, as is 12 still, cabin, armor, and durability. Durability is fleet, cabin, and ship upgraded points, unit ship upgraded points, and the super frigates. Also, they have navigations. They still have ship buildings too, refurbishments. I got 15 firepowers for this level more. I got cabins and the super frigates, and usually they call it about armor and durabilities. Usually about completed for the upgraders at about all of the ships about 28 to 29. So I usually about the firepowers, ship upgraded points to fleet armors. So I could unique ships, and ship upgraded points. And I got the last one is the Man of War, the warship for the ship of the lines, monster slayers, ship skill rights, refurbishments, firepower stealth, and 15 cabin armor durability to fleet, ship upgraded points to cabin, and ship upgraded too. That's the last one. So let's still continue on very interesting. And let's go back up there as also have legally too. So I got 2 more to go. I got unit ship upgraded points. I got 1 more to the ship upgraded points, and I got 5 more to go about firepowers, cabin, armor, and durability, and 2 more have refurbishments as upgraders. I got 2 more. Means and 1 more to go for the monster slayers, and the shipwrights and skilled, and usually about 2 more to the galleon refurbishment. I could about to special about for total reaction. I got completed the galleons do. So I bought the some ships. So usually about the starting out it's also to take about every 15 to 10 minutes to use it about to upgrade it there. So also to take about the speed up it there. It is different one. So we're not gonna do the clocks for 8 to 1, 30, 50, 15, 5 minutes. So we're gonna need the book gonna need the book in about the 5 to 15 and 30 and 1 hour and 2 hours. I usually gonna need about 1 hour ago. But aftermath, usually so. I was gonna think so about really exactly about the worries about the favorite pirate ships. They're like a they have a 7 galleons. So there's the Black Pearl, the Flying Dutchman, have the Lumbers, the Silver Islands there. They have the 5 ships is there with the 4 ships. Flying Dutchman has the 3 ships. Black Pearl has the 4 ships. And the Queen Astrid is not here yet. It's about the coming soon. So let's go to check out for Jack Sparrow in the Shansa's cave. So let's go see to the Queen Astrid event. Probably it's coming soon. So let's see that. There's the bottle there, the ships there. Also they have Unstrained Ties and Dead Man Tell No Tales. Use the code online to use the spells of Ties of War. The lot of the Queen Astrid Revenge. The pirate ships use the code about the Edward Teach Blackbeard from Concord for Loud Concord. So becomes the Queen Astrid Revenge becomes the pirate ship. Use the code to capture the British Royal Navy and the French and the pirates. Especially code about the 10 sails. They are the red sails like a Roman flag, like a Roman sailcloth. Usually the could the really ships do. They are like take over to Barbossa's second flag. They will look like about some of those about Edward Teach Blackbeard's flag. It was that completed for the Fountain's Youth. If that were about the bottle of there was the ships, they were being interrogated about the Barbossa's memories. They could about Will Turner. It could about one of the Orlando Bloom's plays Will Turner, and there's the Flying Dutchman. There's the Will Turner's memories of about 1720s. You usually take over about from 20 more years. They over about the Flying Dutchman's curse. And they have 13 sails on the ships. They're sailing around the thunderstorms. They are living at the bottom of the seas in the land of the dead. There could be one to the galleon, the flute, the type of there for the pirate ships. I usually could about the Dead Man's Chest at Royal's End and Dead Man Tell No Tales. I usually could young Henry Turner jumped down the water. Came over to the Dutchman, was flying around up there to back into the oceans. So the Will Turner has the cursed. He has sea turtles. He has he was a fate. He's been about the quest of the Twilight of Poseidon. Henry Turner grew up there about for the last 9 years. Axel Maximo, who joined in for the former the British Royal Navy, the crew of the Monarch under the Captain Toms. He says we can't go into the Devil Triangles. And this says we can't believe it. Really interesting about the Flying Dead Man Tell No Tales, known to the Flying Dutchman, and then about the Queen Astrid Revenge arrived at the same morning from Tortuga. When Barbossa swears the privateers for the last 10 years, I usually they have 1751, still to have 1 year ago. They have looked like about the last 10 years. That ships are the purpose there for the like Barbossa's flag. They're like 2 pirate flags, and they're under their the upper backs. So upper top of there on the sails there. And those are the second. And those are the second sails. So those are the top of the wood. There's a top of there at about 165 feet. As knows about look like the taller than the Black Pearl. And there's this up there. You should have the 12 sails on it, like Jack Sparrow's memories. I usually bear to have the Curse of the Black Pearl through Dead Man Tell No Tales, and searching for the Dead Man's Chest, War Against Piracy, and CGI, used about the Shrunk Bottle by Blackbeard. They're mostly at Royal's End and Unstrained Ties and installments. But Blackbeard's attack of the Black Pearl. Usually they have same ships about 165 feet. Usually they have the length. They have 32 guns, and the Queen Anne's Revenge have 30 guns in Greek fires, and the Black Pearls has 32 cannons, and they have Sea Dogs 2 Pirates of the Caribbean. They have 36 guns. They're like about specials. We do have about interesting. Usually we could. So Jack Sparrow was on the Pearl as the captain, was arriving to the Tortuga, and there could be specials. It's important to be about useful to the seventh seas, like the Dead Man's Chest. They're attacked by the Kraken and or the Flying Dutchman, and I usually could drag it down to the Davy Jones locker from the depths, and Jack Sparrow was resurrected, and the Pearl was brought down from Davy Jones' locker, and Barbossa, Will Turner, and Elizabeth Swan used it about the passengers, and crew of the Typhoon used it about from Hale Pang. So Defenders and the Empress there. I usually could for Ad Wilson. They don't have any about the Empress on the Singapore pirate ships. Only they have about 3 ships. So the 3 ships they have the Black Pearl, the Flying Dutchman, Queen Anne's Revenge, and then they don't have any Silent Mary and HMS End of War. Usually they have ships too. Usually they have Phantom ships. They have 3 bottles in there. I usually they have the ships there. I can't notice things at each other's. They were in the could. I sort of the behalf of the bell. So I see the bell. The Black Pearls, Flying Dutchman, and Queen Anne's Revenge have the Dead Man Tails be coming out of those Blue A's on October 4th. So I was usually they have for one and a half month. So I was usually they have October 4th, which is about during the Spirit Halloween. So the Black Pearls has Queen Anne's Revenge. They have the same ships to do. I was to see to the ships too. So from Barbossa's to Jack Sparrow's. They have the captain of the ship. They're good specials. So we do. They're like episoding about one of the size of ships too. They like the Black Pearl at the bottle there from the Blackbeard's cabin, and it looks like it's about for Jerry Bruckheimer films and Disney's and Hans Zimmer's. Seemingly they're like just attacked by the Blackbeard ships. So to see it's about Queen Anne's Revenge. They're like waving to the thunderstorms. They're like thunderstorms like at the bottom of the Black Pearl. So I usually have the Flying Dutchman here. So it looks like the Cursed. So Calypso's loving the Davy Jones. I usually bearing to have a was it about the specials? I could usually have a the green sails, and they have the Dutchman. They're carrying about 46 cannons, and usually they have triple guns, shallows, and they have one of the ships too. So the Flying Dutchman, which usually about the Jack's memories, usually the Will's memories. Usually about the Dead Man's Chance to Ad Wilson. So usually they could. Will Turner's needs to the Malcon map to save Jack Sparrow, who is trapped in Davy Jones' locker. He must deal with the navigation charge from the temple to find World's End in order to save Jack. And the first one is the Black Pearl there. It's Jack's memories. Jack Sparrow sees the opportunity to escape capture when Hector Barbossa attacks Fort while the search for the Gold Medallion that may lift the curse on his crew. And I better wait until about level 20. Level 20. As soon as it can. So I usually have bomb vessels used to attacking the Blackbeard ships and the Blackbeard's crew. They're like Salazar. They like Salazar to the Salazar that they could. Usually they could unstrategize there. So Pirates. So the Pirates Fourth, Juan Marshals and Terry Wasio. Um, I would say they've been over the belt for interesting for the last 8 years. Since from the Curse of the Black Pearl through unstrategized. So I usually about the Black Pearls and for every day, the every 8 years. So for Flying Dutchman, Queen Anne's Revenge, same as to the Pearl. So we usually the understanding the saying. I was in the hearing to help you guys. So what I could. So I'm gonna have to capture it. I usually otherwise it could be about the pearls. I usually about the pearl. And the Dutchman in Will's memories. And Barbossa's memories mentioned only. I kind of love it. I usually have the 3 bottles in there, and there's the 3 guys. So let's go back to my life, my territory, and this is my special today. If your gates collapse also within the territory which sustains a heavy damage, repair your gates quickly or face the consequences. Study the infant repair scrolls will help you speed up your repair times. That's what Gibbs says. Conducts research Pirates Axe Master. I usually have 175,873 breads and 26,953 woods and 5,752 silver coins, and the stills and 5 EITC's territory and plunder resources for East India Trading Company. Wood production, Pirate DF P shields to boost 17 territories in the 7th of the enemies, eliminated enemy pirates, and upgraded building gates. And they're short about it. So look like about the pirates thing. It was a special day. There's the gaps there. So I have daily quests, achievements, and alliance quest. So I got 4.4 million breads, 891,007 Ks in woods, 163,000 and 9K coins and silvers. I got 28,668 coins of golden coins. Level up. That was so perfect. I usually gonna have to take longer than says. Oh, that's 2 minutes. 2 minutes should be 3 ship is done. 100% Lumber Island should be done about in 2 minutes. I usually have 45 minutes about Civil Island should be done about really interesting. So Monster Slayers takes 2 hours and 13 minutes, and Privateer's License is a second class, and also they have 2 hours too. Usually they have work. Let's go to the Colette 1. So Lumber's Island should be done about easier than in the battle. Really most important. There is enemy pirate territory. Use G3D and G3D 220 777 76 and iGov Djax Barrow and Alliance Depot, and they usually have pirate territory, and there is a 12 13s and triple quad 4 13s and 12 and 9, and I got some 97D La Marcelin 16, 97D Jan Colley Alliance Fortress and Depot Magawara Papillon 13, with Total Som and Dejong K1, Majiwaran, Cottoneti, and Navifear, and Danny Slane, and Necrotros, Kevin and Zene, Jadaga Digi, I got enemy pirate ships here on the 12 size, Oa Artemis 555, and Carlis TN. I got Silver Islands to 6, level 6, 50%. And a Lumbers Island, and there's the enemy pirates was collected. Oh, that's returning. Okay. There's 100% Lumbers Islands war should be done. So, I usually have Lumbers Islands left. And so I got one which left to the ticket. So I got to use it about left of the size. So Flying Dutchman and the 3 galleons was collected was the woods was also done. They were done about for the last 2 hours to 48 minutes. Woohoo! I got 20,147. Yahoo! Let's go after the sea. One of the things about Farm Island. Let's not do that. Let's not gonna do Farm Island anymore. So also gonna do Silver. Excuse me, Silver Island 5. Where is the Silver Island 5? Okay. Alright, Silver Island, where are you? Where are you? Probably to go way down. Silver Island, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There's 6 enemy pirates. Now let's go to the left. It's just motions. No. Okay. There's 5. There it is. Let's go to the TAC for EITC guards. So I usually have several islands there for any time to get the 6,091 coins. There usually they have 6,091 coins in there. Usually they have silver coins. Usually they have 6,091 silvers for everything. So I got really special we do. There wasn't any time the things. I also did have really excited to see what was going on out there about the ships there. Interesting that could about specials. So I usually they have very most moments there. So I got that the forgot really something the most moments there. So I got usually there about Silver Islands 5 there. So I usually have takes 3 minutes there to 20 seconds about Flying Dutchman and the 3 galleons was attacking to the EITC ships. There's a Parvava Wanda and Carrick and Expert and Parvava Latina and these are about small and medium ships. In larger gen ships is difficulty. They're serious. They're sailing towards the island there. Usually takes care of it. I usually about something. I thought I could. I was still gonna have to say anytime. So pirate ships usually they could specially do something for once and for all, once a day. So I usually that could one of the specials. So I'm to the point in about 65k kilometers miles per hour. So I got 14 merchant ships. I got almonds. 13 to 15 merchant ships. I got vanillas. merchant ships, McKenney, and Red Peppers. I was good about specials. There's a special measure that could have usually about the selling from trades for 10,500 silver coins to earn it. Before any time, 50,000 silver coins. You should gotta earn it anymore. You should gotta earn it more. And that's a strange that. I usually exactly what half means too. So you guys are very excited to really most special to attacking those interesting. Some bomb vessels and pirates they came after the day. So so I do have the most interesting. Alright guys, 30 seconds to the pirates to attack. So so every time we have to see you about very most as soon as they can. So are you sure about pirate special today? So just a lot of those are attacking. So they're coming out. 8 seconds. And it's under attack. Silver Alliance. Attack! 1 hour 37 minutes and 6 seconds. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to my contest to follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, the Fine Cameras, Twitch, Patreon, streaming, gaming channels, strategy stores, Cocker Story Talk, timeline on the handles and links in the description. The friends and the fan site, according to YouTubers, actor, actress, director, and my peoples, and concluded the Democratic parties there, and society, and secretary, the community service. And I love you guys to feel free to death. And don't forget to watch it on the Pirates of the Caribbean Types of War gameplay on YouTube channels. I love you guys to feel free to death. So don't forget to keep it rich and many. So don't forget to subscribe to the contest is Pirates of the Caribbean film series. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. Thank you. Keep it rich and many.